All right, guys, welcome back to another video. I am here at, as you can see, this is Bender Park Boat Launch Little Marina. Now, what's happened and what I'm trying to do is attempt to make it down to the power plant, which you can see right behind me, which is really only a mile south of here. But here's what's happened over the last few years. Due to a horrible engineering design of this marina and harbor, every few years, as you can see behind me, all that is sand that is filled into this marina and harbor. So I don't think I'm going to be able to launch here, but I'm going to walk over here and see if I can see how deep the water is. I've got a pair of Tide waders on. I'm going to walk across these rocks here, try not to bust my butt here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to launch here this morning. So I'm going to probably have to go to either Racine or Milwaukee, and either way it's about a 10-11 mile run from Milwaukee or Racine. It's about the equal distance. So we're going to check it out, see if we can launch. If we can't launch, we're going to go to Milwaukee and then make the long run. So I'll keep you posted. Here we go. All right, we're going to walk into the water. As you can see, this is only inches deep here. I need about at least a foot to get through here. I won't even be able to push my boat through here. This is more of an informational video if you're trying to come down here, that yeah, this does not look like I'm going to be able to get through here. Deepest part of the channel is right here. Now wait, it's getting a little deeper. I got about a foot right about here. I think I can make it through here, but I'm gonna walk this all the way out to make sure I can make it right through here. I believe about a foot of water. I could push the boat in a foot of water, so I think maybe I might be able to sneak through here. Yeah, looks like it. So all right, looks pretty good. We got about a foot. I'm gonna get out and push the boat and we get down to the power plant here. Nobody here, but you can see why. But this is a perfect case scenario. You got west winds, you got a small little boat, you might be able to get through. It's getting a little shallower here though. Yeah, okay, now we got a little bit of an issue. It's getting a little bit skinnier water right here. Uh-oh, getting shallower. I don't know. I don't think I can. No, it's getting shallower. Super shallow. I'm not going to be able to do this, I don't think. All right, guys, I made the long run, made it down here to the Oak Creek Power Plant. Basically, if you're going to try to make it here with any decent sized boat, you got to launch out of Racine, which is 10 or 11 miles coming north, or you launch out of Milwaukee, it's 10 or 11 miles coming south. So I made it here, and before I get started, I just want to kind of go over the gear that I'm going to be using today. I'm going to start trying to see what they want to eat. The water clarity looks perfect. We got like 3 feet of visibility. When the water's chocolate milk here, it's usually a tough bite, and when the water's gin clear here, it can be a tough bite. But we kind of got that in-between colored water, so I'm expecting it to be pretty good. Now I'm just going to start off with what I've been using, and it's a great bait in the winter around these discharges, is a square bill. This is a 1.5 square bill. I've got 10 or 12 pound fluorocarbon leader, and I've got that on 10-pound braid on the Piscifun Carbon X. The reason I love this reel so much, it works great in the winter, super smooth drag, 10-ball bearings. I use this for steelhead fishing, ice fishing. It's just one of the most bulletproof, durable reels that I've ever used, and especially for your money. Use my code EH15 if you want to save 15% on any of the Piscifun products, backpacks, or any of the reels. So that link is in the description below, and that is paired up with my new favorite spinning rods that are right here in Wisconsin, and that is the Trika spinning rods. These rods are awesome for walleyes. I've been using them all fall, jigging for brown trout, casting for brown trout. They are super sensitive, super light, and most importantly, for me as a guide, when I buy stuff, I want it to last. And if it doesn't last, or if it breaks and it's within a warranty period, I want to get it replaced. Trika has a 365-day money-back guarantee, guys. So if you don't like this rod, you can get a refund within a year. They will give you your money back. No other rod manufacturer that I'm aware of in the entire world offers that type of guarantee on their product. So the customer service is fantastic. So check out the Trika rods in the link in the description below. They are worth the money, I promise you. So I'm just gonna start off by throwing some crankbaits here up in the current. And if I can't get them on crankbaits, what I'll probably try doing a little bit later is I'll just grab a 2-way swivel or a 3-way swivel. I've got a little bead on there, 2-way swivel. I got to trim up my knot, and I've got 10-pound test leader, and then like a number 8 octopus gatsu hook, and I'll just throw that. I'll throw a spawn bag out, kind of quartering or on an angle across the current, and I'll just kind of bounce it. You can float fish this with beads. You can float fish it with spawn. You can drift spawn. They'll eat. I've caught these fish when they're biting. You can catch them on just about anything, and when they're not biting so good, then they can be a little bit picky. But we're gonna stop talking, start fishing, try to put the meat down, beat down, smack down, crack down in this week's video at the Oak Creek Power Plant. Here we go. All right, we're on.
Parts of me you recognize.
Not take too long. Let me turn the radio down.
To harmony.
We got ourselves a little brown trout. Number 1 of the day. Lots of these little brown trout around. There he is. Nice little winter, we call them winter browns. Just gonna unhook him. Get this guy back. Cute little guy. Fish number 1. Fish number 2. All right. We're on. Looks like a better one. Much better. All right, this looks like a pretty good one. What's that? Yeah. I'm just throwing cranks. You fight good in the current. Guy hooked funny. There he is, fish number 2. On the square bill. Fish number 2. Get a pliers, unhook them, let them go. Yeah. Got fish number 3 on. better fish. I'm gonna grab the net for this one. Gotta grab the clam catch and release net. Fish number 3. Look at how fat they are. Like a winter football this time of the year. They call these winter browns when they're real silver, but they're just a sea forel and brown trout sitting in the current up here. Beautiful fish, fight hard. If you want to keep some brown trout, these would be the one I'd keep out in the lake here, but I'm not keeping any fish unless I get some really tasty cohos. But starting off with crankbaits, and it's hot. I've been here about 5 minutes and I got 3 in the boat already. That's a nice one. We got a nice one on. We got a nice one on. You can use a jig and a minnow or a jigging spoon, but man, crankbaits are the deal, it seems like. Well, we got a boat behind us, and I got my fish going to the back, so I'm going to come to the back. You know, and when I came in here, I know this guy back here behind me. I said, hey, are we good? You want me to go behind you? So like when you come into these short, small spots, it's always good if there's a boat there, just to kind of use some etiquette and be like, hey, are we good? We got enough room here, you know? Not that you have to, but I always like to when there's other boats around me, so we can all get along. And usually, as a rule of thumb, you know, casting distance is about as far as you want to stay away from each other. This is a nice fish here. This is a real nice fish. I gotta grab the net. Looks like it's hooked right on the outside of the cheek. So it's getting pulled in a little funny. Real nice chrome or brown. Come on. Come on. Or is that a steelhead? Nice steelhead, guys. Steelhead. Caught a couple nice browns and a nice steelhead in like the first 15 minutes I've been here. Look at that, nice chrome steelhead. Female, see the egg shooter there. These fish spawn in the spring. But beautiful. It's great when you come down here. You know, it's worth making the long run in the winter. But I always bring extra safety precautionary stuff, my phone. I make sure I call my wife, let her know where I'm going. Got the kill switch on. You have to have that on when you're on the Great Lakes running down here. But if you can make it to the power plant in the winter, this place at times can be a gold mine. All right, guys, so one other bait I want to show you that works really good at any of the discharges I've fished on the Great Lakes, especially in the winter when it's cold. And that is a spawn bag. Got a number 8 octopus hook. And then whether you use a 3-way, I prefer a 3-way, I just have a 2-way tied on. And spawn is deadly. Like when the casting bite kind of slowed down like I did, then I usually pick up spawn. I throw it out and then I just kind of wait, I hold it. Any little bite I get, give it a little pull. Any bite I get, I just set the hook. Just like, oh, I just missed one. First cast right away. There he is. First cast. Oh, steelhead. Right out of the water. So when that crankbait bite slows down, you gotta try spawn. Coming to the Milwaukee area, I'll leave my buddy Joe's number up. He definitely sells the best spawn, and the type of spawn you have is really important. You don't want to be using a bunch of cured up eggs in a jar. Nice fish, guys, real nice fish. They bite hard in the current. First cast, missed one and came back and grabbed it. Pretty sure it's a steelhead, was about 3 feet out of the water. What I try to do is pull them on the opposite side of the current here, basically on this side of the boat. Might be a brown. These winter browns fly out of the water. They bite hard too. Oh, steelhead. Or as the guys from the West Coast would say, a rainbow trout. It's not a steelhead. Nice fish though, really nice fish. Come here. Second steelhead in the boat. It has been a great start. Turn this fish around so you can see the colors. Look at the colors of this fish, you guys. Look at that. Beautiful Great Lakes steelhead. All right, guys. Had a pretty good morning. Fished here for like 2.5 hours. Caught around 20 fish. I'd say half of them were pretty decent. The other rest were small ones that I let go. I'm gonna try a couple other discharge or over by the boils. Then I'm gonna work my way back to Milwaukee. But it's been a fun bite so far. All right, guys, we're on. We're on. I don't know what I got, but I got a fish. Fighting kind of weird. I don't know if it's a brown trout, whitefish. Fighting kind of weird. Oh, that's why. I caught a delicious sucker lunch. Now, I gotta say one thing. I caught me a nice sucker. Look at this. It's a good thing my buddy Andy isn't with me right now, because Andy would not allow me to throw this big sucker back. Never know what you're going to catch out here. Nicer one here. Should probably get my net for this guy. It's a nice fat one. Boy, they fight in this current, you guys. They fight. Gotta fix my camera here. Really nice fish. I moved spots, and right away these fish are in this little discharge chute. That's a big fish. That's a really nice big brown. Look at how fat that thing is. But that's a 10-pounder for sure. I mean, it just got in here and right away, boom, boom. I noticed that this water is about 10 degrees warmer right here, so it must be sucking a lot more fish in here. So that's a good, really, really good deal. It's just absolutely loaded in here. Loaded full of fish. Look at that, the way they're just crunching that jig in plastic. Wow. They're just crunching it. Nice fish. Awesome bite today. Alright guys, we caught them on jigs and plastics. We caught them on jigging spoons, and now I want to just show you how you can fish a spawn bag here with a float rod. Got like a steelhead rod here. And if I can get untangled, got it set for about 8 feet. I'm just going to throw it up the current and drift it down. Just like it's a river, it's just flowing down. As soon as that float goes under, you set the hook. Oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God. What? Look at that steelhead going airborne. What? That was insane. And that's why you fish spawn, because a lot of times steelhead love, look at that. Unbelievable. Steelhead love eggs. Wow. That was just craziness. Out of the water again. Wow. That was awesome. Unbelievable. I better get the net for this one. Oh! And of course, my drag was a little too tight. I'm using 6-pound test because I've been fishing 6-pound test in the marinas. But when you come here, it's just a good little learning point. When you come into these current areas like this, you don't want 6-pound. You want at least 8 or 10-pound actually. And that's why that fish broke me off, which is fine. I was gonna let it go anyways, but that was epic. Wow, that's a nicer fish too. It's a little bit better one. We're gonna go to the back for this guy. Boy, they get in this current and they just fight and fight and pull. All these power plants this time of the year are fantastic fishing. Of course, I always bring 25 rods in the boat, so I've always got a disaster waiting to happen. That's a nice brown trout right here. Look at that nice fish right here. Real nice one. Come here. Boy, oh boy, you know they're hungry when you cannot even see the bait. I mean, look at this. I'm gonna open his mouth. You can't even see the bait. It's got it so far down. Gonna need a little surgery and then I'm gonna get him back. Brown trout beatdown, guys. Brown trout beatdown. So many of them this side. Hey, 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 hey. If I don't have to overhandle you, throw you in the net, I can just unhook you. That's what we want to do. Pretty fish. Here's the bait right there. Just pitching it right here at the mouth, right where the mouth comes out. The current comes right into the lake. Little pops like this, little pop. There he is. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the videos. If you're looking to get out and book a guide trip with myself or my partner, Captain Andy, I'll leave my number right below here so you can shoot me a call or a text. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you're learning something every week. If you're interested in the trout fishing, walleye fishing, all the different types of fishing we do, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, and make sure you leave a comment. And don't forget, all the information on the rods and the reels is in the link in the description below. Thanks for watching this week's video, guys. We'll see ya.